Alright, welcome back to Cooking with BA. Today we're going to be making honey badger, honey ham, jerky. And I've got honey straight out of Africa. And it's been canned in this really fancy mason jar. It's pure honey. Now I had to fight off a honey badger. He was ripping the head off of a cobra. I punched him in his mouth and I took his honey. And this is pure brown sugar from the indigenous people at Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Let's get started. Everything has to be fancy these days. Sorry, folks. I've got to do it. It's YouTube policy. They want it to be fancy. All right, you're just going to take your brown sugar and loosen it up first. There we go. I got to make a glaze. I hate it when brown sugar gets all freaking rocked out. You know how it gets all clumpy and crazy? So I need to be able to just scoop it out in a minute. All right, the ham is pre-cooked ham. You can get at any store. This is not a honey badger, but this is just pre-cooked ham. And what I do is I slice it up in nice little strips. I'm going to eventually lay it out over every single pan, and I just need to I need to move this one out of the way. So I'm going to need this space here in a minute. This is my Nesco dehydrator that I use every single time. I have a dehydrating playlist for those of you that don't know. I do a lot of dehydrating. I make a lot of jerky. I make all different types of jerky. So anything from ground beef to whatever. But ham was on my list today and I wanted to do honey ham. What you're going to do, now this is canned pure sugar. And it's straight Tennessee Mountain honey. And it is pure, got a little tag here. It's unpasteurized, that's right, raw, all right? So that's what I want for this. I got myself a bowl. Let's just move this out of the way so I can mix this real quick. Bring you over. Now you're gonna need 1 cup, and I got my spoon over here to make sure I can, just in case it gives me a hard time trying to pour this out. I need exactly 1 cup. Now you can get pure, raw, unpasteurized honey at any grocery store. The government hasn't taken that away from us yet. All right. Boom. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm sure you can see what I'm doing pretty good. Sometimes with this camera, I can't ever tell. I wing it. I shotgun it. That's what I do. All right. There we go. That's 1 cup. Now you're going to want, got this. I'm just going to go ahead and stick the spoon in there. It ain't going nowhere. Now you're going to want a 1/2 cup. Ellie, what do you want? My little girl's driving me crazy today. She's doing a good job though. She's doing a really good job. 2 years old and potty trained. She's doing really good. Alright. Try and get this in here without making a big old fat mess. Got one little clump in there I didn't want. The brown sugar makes it taste amazing. I did a video a long time ago. It's still in my playlist somewhere. Nobody watches it. I've got some videos that nobody's probably ever seen. But they probably got like 50 views or something. I know, weird, right? But one where I did brown sugar bacon. And a few of you might have seen that. Alright, now I'm just going to mix this up. I'm not adding any McCormick's. You might find recipes online where they add like McCormick's and stuff like that. I'm not going to be adding McCormick's to this. I don't want it. Yeah, this is what's the matter with you, Ellie? Alright, give me a minute. I gotta make this honey glaze. Don't you want some ham jerky? Alright. Alright, I've got my glaze ready. And what I'm gonna have to do here, this is gonna be difficult. Let's get some stuff out of the way. Move this over here. Move that over here. Alright, bring this over here. And now I'm gonna have to take this. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Let's play along here. Will this work? Alright, I do a lot of interesting things on here, and I do them for the first time sometimes. Just kind of do that. Somebody's going to say, why don't you use something to smear it on? Whatever. I'll add some more to it. Just like this. And then I'll coat it again. Just like that. But I'm going to continue this process, get these all laid out. Alright, so I've got it all glazed up. And we're going to go over to the oven. I preheat the oven for about 250, and I leave this in here for about an hour, and then I'll take it out and take a look. An hour, it starts to look like that, and that's about what you want it to look like. I've already pulled the other one out. The kind of burnt ones there, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's still going to turn out fine. It's like bacon, you know what I mean? Cooking this, you're going to have a lot of grease, and I've had to strain the grease out too. But you're going to have a little bit of grease because it's ham. So there you go. But there's that. I just got to get it laid out. The girls are in here helping me now. All right now, but you guys start coughing all over me. But yeah, I got this one pretty much done. I'm just going to put one more piece on it, just in case I need another tray. If I can just get this little piece. It's pretty sticky. It's pretty sweet. I already tried a piece. It's really good. But it's going to be transformed into jerky. Line my trays up. It's still hot, so I'm using this because it's still really hot. Is it cool?
Yeah.
You girls gonna have some?
No, we don't.
You don't want none? You ate some last time. You liked it.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna force you to eat it anyway. Waiting is the hardest part. Let's see, we got 3 trays of this. I could fit more in there if I wanted to squeeze it. We're going to set this on our...
I thought you want one more thing.
We want this on our highest setting. That's 160 degrees. We're going to run this sucker for 4 hours. So in 4 hours, I'm going to come back and check it. And you'll start to tell. I do 4 hours at a time. Some people do 6 or whatever, but I'll come back in 4 hours and take a look. 1 hour in the oven, and it's 2 large packs of ham is how much you need, and that's equivalent to the so basically if you got like one fat ham, like a honey ham or something like that from the store, one of the large hams, that will do the trick. That's about all you need. I'm not going to get into pounds of how much I'm using and stuff like that. It's not that big of a deal. If you need more honey and brown sugar, you just add more. It's not a crazy mixture. So me saying that you need a cup of honey and you need a half cup of brown sugar it's just me giving you some numbers to use. So that's what I start with, and that's all I needed for this large amount of ham. So anyway, 4 hours, be back. Waiting is the hardest part. About 4 hours and we are done finally. This is food saver bags. I'm whipping this out because I'm going to put some of this stuff in storage, and then Sippy and I are probably going to eat a lot of this. Probably all of it. But it's always good to show somebody, show someone food saver bags. Alright, let's just get ourselves quite a bit here. Now I need to seal the bottom of this. So let's go ahead and slide this over my cutter and seal. This is a food saver. Real simple stuff. I mean, you can get this at, this is the Food Saver Turbo Plus. This also has the canning option. It has the hose for the canning option for vacuum canning, and you can pick that up at Walmart. Sippy, what are you doing? What? You're throwing stupid bears at me. Oh my goodness. She threw a sunshine bear. Care Bears rule. Alright. I always double tap. I do level 5 for seal, and I hit my seal setting, and I'm trying to get this really good. A little time consuming. It's not that bad. I want to show you the whole thing because I don't want to be cheating you guys. Let's see. A little razor blade. Let's see there. I got a nice little seal. There you go. And let's lift that up. Go and roll that back. Get that out of the way. That's the 11-inch. This is the 11-inch sealer. Vacuum sealer. Alright, let's go ahead and load her up. Really good stuff, man. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's perfect. I mean, that's perfect. It's jerky. And nobody would know the difference if it's beef or ham. No one would really know eating it. People would assume that it's beef. Munching on it. Just load this sucker up. But I've got a few camping trips coming up. I've got to contact my friend Guns, because we usually do our annual meetup and hike and camp, and I'm going to be bringing all this stuff with me because he brings he usually brings duck jerky, and I wanted to bring something different that we can both eat. But I think on the last trip he had duck jerky. The trip before that, I'm not sure which jerky he brought, but I'm just making sure that I bring something as well. You just load this sucker up. Try to stack it.
Can I just say something? These are nasty. They do not look like the box. I just tried one. It was dry and nasty.
What?
False advertisement.
Would you buy those?
Yes, because
Hey,
they look delicious.
Hey, sweetheart. Come here, please. Will you please try some and tell me what you think?
No, I will not eat it off your beard.
Just hang on. I gotta zoom in. The thing's all jacked up.
Yes, I will try a bite.
All right.
Now that is delicious.
Is it good? Go ahead and finish that piece.
Oh, I am.
All right. Thank you, Vanna White,
You're welcome.
for demonstrating eating food for me.
You're welcome, Pat.
All right. All right. Let's just go ahead and get a few more pieces in here, and then the rest of that I'm gonna eat. That should work. All right. Now we're just gonna go ahead and load this guy up. Now I cut off a little bit too much. You don't really need that much. Let's see. Lay it flat. Shut it up. Man, honey gets all over you, man. All right. Vacuum. And it automatically seals. It's a little red. You can't really see it, but now what I do, once I get here, I go ahead and I seal again. Go ahead and hit the seal again. I always, like I said, I always double seal it. and I warm the machine up. That's what I do. And you know, that's a big thing to tell someone. Warm the machine up. Go ahead and hit the seal button a couple of times, you know, before you even get started, and that'll definitely help out. But there you go. Nice, sealed up, ready to rock and roll. Now I'm going to put this away, and Sippy and I are going to finish the leftovers. This is what's left, but that's for storage. But this is going on my trip with me, and for a future video, you guys will start seeing me build the pack for the trip and all that. Just like last year, I built a survivalist pack, and I'll build another survivalist pack this year, and it'll be slightly different with different gear and a lot of fun. And this time I'm taking less tools because I learned my lesson. All right, let me turn you around here. All right, so you're watching SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass. Have a beautiful, fabulous, fantastic day. Rainbows and unicorns, and take it easy. To the Rum Militia, I love you.